Hi everybody, this is Artisan Loom here, and I'm home for like 4 days in between my vacation from Texas and Kentucky, and came home for about 4 days, and then I'm going to head back to Kentucky to pick my son up from the airport, so that way I could get in some time to see my mom while I'm there. Okay, so in between this 4 days, I'm going to try to do this tutorial for Nyx Haley 22. It's called Tricia's Blossoms Bracelet, and that is, she dedicated this to me while I was away, and I just absolutely love it. I do, but it's called, let's see here, kind of looks like the stained glass bracelet, so she's giving credits to Ellen from Crafting Fantastic, but it is not the same. It is absolutely cool, but she is dedicating it to me, which I thought was just super sweet of her. But so anyhow, I'm going to try to do this one. I'm going to end up chaining it at the end, so I'm not going to put any on the border. But I thought where she has the black, I thought maybe I might throw some seed beads in there. And we'll just see what it looks like. I'm going to do like a couple different colors in the center, probably two or three. And we'll just see how this turns out. It's absolutely gorgeous, but it is by Nyx Haley 22. So I'm super excited to do this one. Kind of nervous that if I get this right or not. So, I'm a little bit rusty. I didn't get a chance to loom too much while I was in Texas. So, okay, it's a 9-pin bar setup. And you just, all the pegs go straight across. Okay, so super simple. I don't guess I need to tell you any more about that. It's 2 full loom lengths. And so you can go ahead and pick out your colors, and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to use the jet black cylindric. Well, she didn't use that on hers, but I'm going to use the jet black cylindric for mine on the outside. I just absolutely love it when the diamonds are black. And I'm going to put a little bit of beading, but I'm only going to put the beading. Let me show you what I'm going to do. I think what I'm going to try to do is, I'm only going to put the beading right in the center on these bands, not where it connects on the outer edge, because I'm going to chain that. So I think where these kind of looks like an X, I'm going to chain just those X bands right there. Okay, so let's see how we get to going on this. Okay, so I'm going to take a plain band and I'm going to go from the center, which would be right here. So on the 5th peg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th peg, I'm going to go to the left. Okay, twice. And then I'm going to go to the right twice. Okay, and then this is where I'm going to do my beading. If you weren't doing beading, you would just finish out the diamond right here. But I'm going to bead, so if you choose to do it this way, fine. If not, just use regular bands. So I'm going to go, oops, excuse me. Oh, I'm so rusty. I'm going to do 2 in the center, and then I'm going to do right there. Okay, whoops. Okay, I'm really rusty. I don't have any of my supplies here. I had my table nice and cleaned off when I left. Okay, so I'm going to do like that. Okay, and then the next step is we're going to continue on right here, and we're going to go out twice. And as these ones I'm doing without any beads on it, and then you'll go out twice on this side. Okay, and then let me see twice. We're going to go in twice. I hope I've got you on the camera. In twice. Okay. And then we will go in twice here. Okay. And then I believe we are going to go, yep, I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to use my beaded bands and go from here to there, and then go in the center here. Two. Okay, so now we should have 3 diamonds. Okay, let's see here. And then I believe we're going to finish up our diamond here in the center. Okay, let's see what we're going to do here. Oh my goodness. Let me make for certain that's what we're doing. I made that X, and then I want to go, yes, we're going to go, and we're going to finish the diamond off. So I'm going to do my beaded bands again, and I'm going to go from the left to the center, up twice, okay, and up twice from the right, okay, there, all right, and then we're going to have to go on the outer part and bring our diamond back out. So 2 out on both sides. Okay, and then we're going to go in, go in twice, go in twice, okay, and then we've got to finish up our beaded bands, bringing it out to the edge, and I don't have enough beaded bands, so I'm going to have to go off camera and let me see if I can get a couple beaded bands going. I need 2 more. Sorry about that. I guess I could take you off camera, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to, whoops, maybe I should. Messed up my little threading tool. I hate when I do that. Really does a number. Okay, I'm going to go right here. Oh, I'm so bass-backwards on everything. It's unreal. This is like the last bracelet I want to make a big major mistake on. Okay. There we go. Okay. That makes sense. And now from here, we're going to do 2 going this way, just like we did before. And I'm going to go off camera because I don't have my beads done. So you'll go out and then you'll go back in. Oops, nope, I'm wrong. Okay, see what I mean? I'm rusty. Let me look at this. Good night. Okay, so let's see here. Brought that in, brought this here, and then brought these out. Then I brought these in, brought these out, brought these in, and then brought these out. Now I need to bring these in. Okay, so I'm going to get a few more beads going, and then I'll come back and show you the rest. Okay. I believe I know what I'm to do now, but don't quote me on it. We're going to do the beaded part to finish this diamond in the center. Okay, so I finished that one. I need to start my next diamond. Well, let's see here. Going to the left, going to the right. Okay, you're going to go to the right, all the way over, and then bring it hopefully that looks right. And then we need to connect to make all the diamonds. So I will do another beaded band. And then your beaded band, and that'll connect all the diamonds together. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is move this over to the side so hopefully you can tell what I'm doing. Okay, after I did that, now we want to connect this diamond, make this diamond. So at this point, we're going to connect in the center. On both sides. It's taking me a little longer than usual because I don't know the band placement that well, and I want you to walk you through the whole thing just so I don't screw you up. Okay, so now that we've got that, we need to connect outward twice, and then go in, connecting twice. Do the same on this side. We're going to go outward twice, inward twice. That's basically the sequence. And you know what? I'm about out of I was really hoping I wouldn't run out of beaded bands, and I have just ran out of beaded bands again. And guess what? My husband's sleeping, and all my beads that I just restocked when I went to Texas are in that room. So what I'm going to do is I have one left. I'm going to do a beaded band here because what you're trying to do is you're wanting to finish off these diamonds. Okay, so you're going to make your little X, and that will complete these diamonds right here. Okay, so you would do, I'll just show you. You would do a beaded band there. You would do a beaded band there, or a regular, however you want to do it. And then you would connect it to there, okay? And then you would go from here to the center with beaded bands, and then you would finish your placement of the outer diamonds, okay? So I'm going to let you finish that off, and you're just doing one diamond at a time, basically, is how it's working out. But I need to run in that room and see if I can't get some more beads, or I'm just not going to be able to finish the tutorial. So I will be right back. So, let me show you what I did. Okay, so what we needed to do was we needed to go here, up twice, and then up twice, and then we start our next diamond on both sides. Okay, and then we went 2 up, and now we're finishing it off. Okay, because we want 6 diamonds in the center, down the center. Okay, so this will make our 6th. So once we get done with the beaded bands right here, we're just going to bring 2 to the center, and that's how we're going to end it. Just like that. Okay, so this is how it should look. Okay, that's how we're ending it. All right, now I believe we need to get our next color, and let me pull up on the picture so you can see what the next band placement is, because it can be a little crazy. Ooh, where are we at? Okay, here it is. Okay. Okay, so I believe the next band placement is where you see these like greenish yellow, or yeah, like the yellow. I think it's the, is that a medieval yellow or a lime green? Medieval lime green, I think that's what these are. But they're right on the edge of each one and in the center here. So that's the bands we're going to be working for. Wherever you see that medieval lime green or yellow, that's what we're going to do next. Okay? And so I guess we can pick our next color. Now, what she considered those to be, where the lime green is, what her whole point of doing this was that was supposed to be the leaves. These are the little flowers, okay, in between the diamond, the starbursts, or look, the flowers. And then that's where she got the name Tricia's Blossoms. And the medieval green part is supposed to be, or the lime color is supposed to be the leaves. Okay, so luckily I'm going to use the green sweets. We're just going to try this. I mean, normally I was going to just do just white for all the flower part, and just make it like a black and white with some gray, but now I think I've changed my mind. I think I'm going to add a little bit more color, so we'll see how this turns out. I hope it's okay. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to put one band, which I'm going to use the green for. These, wherever I place, is going to be green, and it's going to be placed in a weird way. So straight up and down will be what I place there. Hold up a minute. Let me check something real quick. So that's what I'm going to do. I guess I'll just go with this green. I hope this probably isn't the right shade of green because it's really bright, but I'm going to make it a little brighter since I've got lots of black. I'm going to also use the black sweets, so that's another reason why I want to bring out the green, because the green and the black sweets might pop out a little bit more. So we'll see. We shall see. All experimentation here. Okay, so we place one band here. And then what we're going to do is, let's see here. Okay, so since we're starting on this, we got to put one here as well. We're going to go straight across, right there, and then one up. Okay, and over here, we're going to do one straight across, and then one, oops, one up. Get them in the right spot. Okay. And now we're over here. We want to place one there at the tip of the diamonds. And then now that we are right here, we're going to do one up, one over, and then one up. Okay? Do the same thing on this side. We're going to do one up, one over, and then one up. Okay. Forgot to do the center one here too. Okay, so this center one also has to have the bands. So let's see how we place that one. I'm trying to see how these bands are placed. Oh, forgive me. Forgive me. I don't know whether they're, if I'm going 2 up and 2 over, or this is not good. Hold on one second. Let me figure out where because we got to place some green bands right in the center here. Let me make for certain before we go any further. What I can tell, what we're going to do is we're going to go 1 up, and we're just going to go in this pattern right here. 1 up, 1 over, 1 up, and 1 over. And that's going to be in the center of every little X, you know, the little X's. Okay, so sorry about that. You're going to do this first. You're going to do 1 over, 1 up. You're going to put 1 at the tip of each, at the diamonds, and then you're going to start up here in the center where the diamonds, where the X meets. You're going to go 1 down, 1 over, 1 up, 1 over. Then over here at the tip of the diamond, you're going to go up 1, over, and up 1, over, and then up 1. Okay? So that's the route we're going to take on all of it. So basically, let's see here. Now let's go ahead and bring in the tips on both sides. Okay? Now we can't forget where this X meets. So we're going to go up to the center, go up again, and then over to the right. Okay, so basically every tip of this diamond will have something. Okay, so now that we've done that, now we've got to put something here. Let me grab some more green. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing here as we're going to do over here. So we're going to go up 1, to the left, up 1, okay, and we're going to go up 1 and towards the right, and then up 1. Hopefully that makes sense. So in every one you're going to have this. You're going to go all the way around in the center. You're going to do these band placements, that center, same band placement, that center, same band placement, all the way up the rest of the loom. I'll do one more, then I'll go off camera. So let's just go ahead and do our tips again. So we'll bring the tips in on each side, and then we are going to do our center. So we'll go up 1, towards the left, push your bands down, go up 1, and then towards the right. Okay, now that we have that part done. Okay, now we have this to do. So we'll go up 1, we'll go over 1, and then up 1. Okay, up 1, towards the left, and up 1. Okay, so then we just continue that the rest of the way down the loom, and I'll show you the loom when I get done to make sure you're in the right band placement before we move on. So this is what your loom should look like. Okay, here you would have went to the center on each one of those and then went up 1. Okay, and then brought that one up. That's how you should end that part of it. So now we're going to be working on the starburst in the center of each diamond. Now I think what I'm going to, well actually, Let's see what I'm going to be doing next. Yes, we're going to work the starburst because there's another secondary border that we're going to do, and I was trying to figure out if we were doing that first or second, but I believe we do that last. So you need to pick the colors that you want your flowers to be, and I don't know why, because these are not flowers colors, but I'm going to do my favorite color, which is the black sweets, and I'm going to use white sweets. And I think what I'm going to do, do I want to do all white down the center and then do black ones here, or do I want to do black ones down the center and do the white? What's the best way to do this? Let me think about it. I'll be right back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do all my center diamonds in the black, and then I'm going to do my outer diamonds in the white sweets, okay? But this part is very simple, how to place the bands, so I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm going to show you one here. I'll probably show you these 4. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we always start at the 2 o'clock position, so we're going to start in the center and go to the right, 1, and do it in this placement, okay, all the way around to make your lovely starburst. And just make sure that you push your bands down, okay. What I wanted to do, and I still should do it, but I'm not going to. What I was thinking of doing, but I don't know how it would come out. I was going to say I wanted to put a flower in between each of the flowers to pop up through, but I'm not sure of the band placement, so I'm going to leave it. Okay, so basically there's your black. And I'm going to do my white one next on this left side. Start at the 2 o'clock, go over. Okay, there's that starburst. And I'm going to do the same thing on the right, 2 o'clock position, and follow it all the way around. Just got to make sure I push my bands down, keep them in the right placement, in the right order. Okay, there we go. Did that. So now, at this point, I'm going to start my black one again. Go 2 o'clock. And that's basically, whoops, what you're going to do throughout the whole bracelet is just do your starbursts. Oops, what am I doing? Can't have see behind this camera and my reading glasses, everything gets blurry. Okay, do that starburst, and then I'm going to do these 2, the black one, the 2 white, the black one, the 2 white, and so on till you get to the end of the loop. So go ahead and finish that part. Okay, you can hurt me now. I placed these last green bands wrong. So what I'm going to do, and I noticed it as I'm placing because they're supposed to be connected to a band here. So basically I was supposed to go up and then over. So up and then over. So this band needs to be where this band is. So you can either cut it off or just take it off. I'll just take it off. However you want to do it. Let me just fix these bands here. Okay, so the very last band placement of the green, where I had it totally wrong, is right here. You're going to go up 1 and then in 1. I had it going the other way. Goofy me. Up and then in. Okay, so then now you can place your bands back to finish up your starburst. Okay, so that's how we went. So my very last one is I placed a black. See my cat? He missed me, but he shouldn't be on this table. I'll have to sterilize it before when I get done, because I want to get this tutorial done. I do not allow him to be on my table. Actually, I guess in a way I do allow him if I'm not shooing him off by now. So what I'm going to do is finish this up. I got that last starburst done, and this is what it should look like. Okay, I'm going to go off camera, shoo my cat off, and I'll be right back. But you need to pick out one more color, and I'll show you why. Sorry, I've got to pull it up again. Oh. Okay, so if you see where she's got this, I believe it was the Caribbean color. That's the little blue color that's going all along the edge here. That is our second border that we're going to have to put on. So go ahead and pick what color you want for that border, and then we'll be right back. Okay. So what I'm going to choose to do is I'm going to add a little bit more color, and that will be a purple. Because who doesn't like purple? And I'm going to use purple LE. Okay, and so I'm just going to follow it from the center, just all the way around. It's just like a second border. It's just going to go on the outside of the large diamonds. You're going to just bring them in. Go on this side. Keep them in the correct order. Do as I say, not as I do, because obviously I didn't do that right. And then I'm going to come in. Okay. I guess you could do one side and then do the other. So that's an option. Did it again because I don't have my bands pushed down. So just do one side and then do the other, but you're just doing the outside of the diamonds. Okay, I'm just gonna do, I'll do this left side first, and then I'll finish it up to where the right meets. Finish this side, and then the right will meet up to the center here. Okay, so finish your border. That's what it should look like. Okay, so basically what we need to do is every starburst that we did, we will need to have a cap band put on it. So let me grab some of my colors. Okay, so obviously this is a black one. Just do a triple. And you'll need one for the white, triple, triple, and then the black one, triple. And so you're just doing a triple cap band on each starburst. So I'm going to go off camera, finish up all my starbursts, and then we can turn the loom around and get ready to loom. Yay! Okay, I also need to go ahead and put a triple cap band where my purple one is, because we got to loom out this border first. So we're just going to go in through the cap band, go to the left, and follow that all the way up the loom till you get to the very end at the center. Okay, when you get that part done, then you'll come back. See, I'm just going to keep following it around all the way up to the top. When you get to that center, you stop, and then you come back over here and you loom this side. Okay, so I'm going to go off camera and let you finish this part out, and this will meet up in the center of the at the very top. It'll meet up with the other purple at the center. So you finish that part, okay? Once you get that part, we're going to go ahead and loom out our starbursts. That's what's coming next. So you are going to go in through the center and grab that top band, which will be the one that goes straight and down. See that? And then you'll keep going through and going in the order, following it all, getting the top band and bringing it all the way around, okay? There we go. See that? That's pretty. Okay. I'm trying to decide if I do these green bands or I do all the starbursts first and then come back and get the green bands. You know what? I think we're going to do all the starbursts and then we come back and can take care of these green bands, okay? So we're going to go in through here and do the same thing. Just going to follow it around, do all your starbursts. Okay, and don't worry about the green bands. We'll do those after we do all the starbursts. So I'm probably not going to keep you on camera because you know how to do starbursts. You just follow the top band all the way around. So do all your starbursts and then I'll meet you back here. All done with all the starbursts going up. So next off we are going to deal with these green bands. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go in through this peg and we're going to grab that green band and bring it down to the border, okay? And then what we're going to do is everything has to get fed back to the border so that it doesn't fall apart, so that when we do our last black diamonds, it'll hold it all together. So, ooh, yuck. Let me see. What did I do wrong here? I think I placed this wrong. This green band has to go up underneath this black band. Remember that last, before I turned the loom around and we had to replace the green bands, I just didn't put it in the right order. This side's right, so it was just the one here. So anyhow, you got to make sure that green band is below the both bands on the starburst. So I'm going to go in here and grab that green band and bring it over. Go on this side, bring the band over. And then we're going to go into this band or peg, grab the green, and we're going to bring it down. Because that's where the border, the diamond border, will connect it and it won't fall apart. So with this one, we're going to do the same thing, bring it down. Just like that. Okay, and then what we're going to do, let me turn this light on because maybe I need an extra little light. Maybe that'll help brighten things up since I used all these dark colors. Okay, so then for this one, we're going to bring everything to the center here. So we're going to go in here, bring it up. We're going to go into this one, bring it over. And then, let's see, we'll go into this one, bring it to the center, and then we'll go into this one and bring it down, okay? So now all of those are just like that, okay? And what we'll do here is we're going to go and bring this to the border on this side and bring the green to the border. Okay, and now what we're going to do is, okay, we're going to go into here and bring this one forward. Then we're going to go in through this black one and bring it over to connect, and then go in through the white and bring it down. So all three of them are going to connect just like that. Same over here, bring this one up, go in the middle starburst and bring it to the right, and then go from here down, just like that, okay? Pretty simple. Oops. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing here. Let me make sure. Let's see. Is that what I did? I must have brought this one up first. And then this one. This one. And then that one. I'm going to push all the bands down. I believe that's what I did. Yeah, that's what I did. Okay, so at this point, we've got to bring this over to the border. Don't want to forget any of your bands. Okay, so that's that. And you're just going to finish that all the way up. So we'll go into here and bring it up, over, and down. Oops, I've got to push my bands down so that it will stay. And we'll do the same over on this one. Up, over, and down. Then we can finish this one. And you know what? I'm wondering, this is the band that's on top. I guess I could have brought that over, then that over, then that over, then that over. But I don't think it really matters. So we're just going to go from here and bring it forward like we did all the other ones. And then we'll, since they're all getting connected right here, I don't think it really matters that much. But I might have, should have put the top band over first. But from what it looks like on my pictures, it looked like how I just did it. Okay, so now over here, you gotta get these bands, bring it to the left, go into this one, bring it to the right. Now you're gonna go here, straight up, to the left, and then go in and bring that down. Okay, straight up, over to the right, and then straight down. Okay, here again, straight up to the center, to the center, and then bring this one down. Okay, now you don't want to forget these side bands here. At the tip of every diamond, there's these green bands that go over. Okay, pretty simple. Up, to the left, and then bring this one down. Up, to the right, and bring this one down. Up, to the center, and then bring this one down. Don't forget to get these ones on either side. And then this one just goes up to the left, up to the right, and then we've got to bring this one straight up. Okay, so I believe we have all of them. So let's see. Okay, I believe we do have all of them exactly how we want them. So all the green bands. I guess we got a hot rod out there trying to get up the mountain. Okay, so now that we've got that part done, as simple as that, now we're going to work on the last part, which is the border and the inner, which is the black cylindric. So I hope I'm going to loom these right. Okay, so we're going to go in through the center, grab that top black band and bring it to the left, go into this one and bring it to the right, so that goes over twice. Okay, and now I'm going to go in through here and get that top black and bring it to the center, to the upper right, and then bring it back to itself to the center. So we went from here to 2. Now we're going to go back down here and we got to connect it. Go to the right twice, and then I'm going to go in here. Oh, I grabbed the wrong band. I grabbed the band that goes to the, let me see if I can get it to go back down in there in the right order. Okay, so I'm going to go in here and get the top band, okay, and bring it over. And go into here and bring it over where they connect. Now, hopefully I'm going to do the next part right. I believe we're going to go and bring it over twice. Okay, and then we're going to come in here and bring it over back to itself twice. Okay, and that'll be the 1/2. Okay, and then I believe what we're going to do is connect, but let me make for certain how we're going to do this. And I don't see how we're going to do it. Okay, let me study this real quick because the pictures I have just aren't. Okay, I believe what we're going to do, I'm just going to do this on my own. Okay, you see where we came from here? Oh. Went from here up twice into the center to make 1 diamond. To the right, connect to the center. So now we have that diamond, okay? Now we went here out twice, in twice. Okay, and now what we got to do is, here's the diamond, so we got to finish this diamond. So we're going to go in through the center where all this cluster of green bands are, and we're going to get that band and bring it to the left and go twice, and that's going to connect it. So now we have 1 diamond and 2 diamond. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to bring this to the right twice, and then we're going to go in twice. Okay, and now since we have 3, we have 1, 2, 3 sides, we need to connect this. So we'll come back through the center of these green bands, grab that last band and bring it to the right twice, and now we've got 3 full diamonds outlined. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, now that we have 2, we need to connect these. We need to connect the center diamonds. So now that we have these 2 done, now we got to connect these. So we're going to go in through here, grab that top black, come in twice. Oops. Get the right band. Get that top one and bring it to the left, or yeah, to the left twice. And now we have a full diamond here. Now we've got to continue these diamond and this diamond, and then you work on the center one, then you work on the outside one, and you want to complete the diamond first. 1 diamond before you move to the other. Okay, so now that we have this center diamond done, now we've got to work on the left one. So we'll go back into this one, and we'll grab the black border, bring it to the left twice. Okay, now we're going to go into here and bring it towards, back to itself twice, to where that's the top of the diamond. Okay, so now we have 3 sides. Now we need to go into this cluster, and we need to get the top. Make sure I have the right bands. I don't know if I'm grabbing the right ones. I can't hurt. I'm gonna have to, let me make sure what I'm getting here. It's the top band. You're gonna grab the top band and bring it to the left, because what you're trying to do is get it to catch so nothing falls apart. Okay, so now you have this diamond done. So now we have to go over here and then grab the border and bring it to the right twice, and then you're going to bring it in to the left or back to itself twice. So now we've got 3 sides, and we've got to connect this. So we're going to go back in the cluster of these green bands, grab that bottom band and bring it out twice to connect. Okay, now we've got all of these done as far as the border goes. Okay, I'll show you one more cluster and then we'll be done. I wish this was big enough for me to, let me see if I can raise it up. Sorry, guess I could have done this off camera. I want to try to see if I can get this to where you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Okay, so, and then I'll try to zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so now, let me zoom out. Okay, so now we have this diamond, that diamond, that diamond, that one, and that one. Now we got to work on the center one. So let me zoom in so you can see what I've done. We've already got this part of the diamond. Now what we need to do is finish the other part to make the full diamond. So you're going to go in through this peg and grab that top black band and bring it in twice, and that should bring it to the center. Okay, now you're going to go in through this one, grab the top band and bring it in twice until you connect it. Now you have the full thing here. You've connected a full diamond. Now we got to work on this left diamond. So you're going to go into this peg, grab that band and bring it to the left twice, and then you're going to go in twice. Okay, and then we're going to connect this last side of this diamond right here. So we're going to go in through here and grab that top band, and bring it towards the left twice, and that will complete that diamond. Okay, so now we've got to complete this diamond. So now we have this side of the diamond. Now we've got to work on this. We're going to bring this over to the right. Oops. Twice, and then we're going to bring it in. Oh, I meant to say you're going to bring this to the right twice and then to the left twice. So now we have 1, 2, 3 sides, and we've got to connect this. So we're going to go in through this cluster of bands and grab that black and bring it twice till it meets up with where we connected it. And that's basically all you're going to do. So now all these are already, the borders done. Now we've got to finish the rest. So I'm going to leave this part up to you. You go ahead and continue on. Do one. So since we stopped right here with these diamonds, we've got 2 sides of this diamond. What we want to do before we move on would be finish this center diamond, and then we can work on the sides. Okay? So I'll be right back. So I finished all mine, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a band, which is my border band, going through all these bands, put it on my hook, bring it towards me, and bring it up to where they're all on the hook. And I'll take my C-clip, and if I can, I'm going to let these two hang out together like I always do, maybe, sort of, kind of. If I did this right. Did I do that right? Nope, I didn't hook it on right. I'm telling you, I am so rusty, it's not even funny. Let me get this off. I haven't loomed in, gosh, 10, 11 days. I forget how long it's been. I've got to get back into the swing of things. Okay, so basically, what the heck did I do? Okay. That and that. Both of them are on my hook. Okay, now finally, oh my goodness, what a goof. Now we're ready to take it off the loom. Now you can look on the sides. I don't know if you can tell, but I can tell that it's all been loomed up, so it should not fall apart. Let's just hope it comes out okay. Okay, so, you know, I'm going to go ahead and pull these off on the sides where the diamond part is, just to loosen a little bit of the tension. And I think you kind of know how to pull it off the loom by now, if you've done any of my designs or basically any looming. You can just pull off, you know, these three going all the way up so that it loosens the tension. You can do the same thing on this side, all the way up, these three, to where it clears out this entire row. And then you can take it off singly by just going through each peg and lifting it off. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to meet you back here once I get it off of the loom and pray that the colors are at least halfway decent. And then I will show you what mine looks like. So go ahead and take it off the loom. Okay, I just took it off the loom. Ooh, look at that. I kind of like that. I wasn't sure about it, so I'm going to go through and just stretch everything out. Give it a good stretch. Get everything placed right. Get any cat hairs and whatever kind of hairs out. And dog hairs, whatever. Oh, I'm telling you, my cat's been sticking to me like glue since I got back. So, how awesome is that? It's so pretty. Now, the green represents the leaves. The starbursts are the flowers, which I realize that black really isn't a flower, but that's okay. I just wanted to try those colors. I threw some beading in there, so that's going to change things, and a hint of purple on the sides just to give it a little bit extra oomph. And I'm going to go through and fix all my bands and fix my beads and get it exactly how I want it, and then I will come back and show you the cleaned up version of it, okay? Because there's quite a few bands that are twisted, and like this, the color isn't the way that I want it. So I'm going to grab it and twist it. I want the sparkle to be showing more so than the white underneath. So I'm going to go through and untwist the bands and get it looking gorgeous. And I'll be back to show you what I got. Okay, and I've got the sun shining a little bit, so I'm going to turn a little bit this way. Look how pretty that is. I fixed all the beads and my bands. Luckily I used the cylindric, didn't have a whole lot to fix, but look at that, all the sweets just glistening. It's really pretty. I'm going to make another one though. I'm going to use some lovely Persians, which are also my favorite colors. It's hard to tell with this glare coming in, but anyhow, a little bit of purple, just brings it out. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain this one as well, because I just love me some chains, but it's so cool. I'm in love with this design, and I'm very humbled by and blessed to have a friend like Nix Haley 22, and I appreciate her so much and for dedicating a bracelet to me. So anyhow, this is the Tricia's Blossoms bracelet, and it's by Nix Haley 22. So I hope you like it, and she's got a ton more designs coming, and I haven't been able to work too much, so I have a couple more days to loom, so I'm going to try to get some more designs out, and when I get back from Kentucky, for sure I will get started again with my original designs, so I may throw one or two in there as well. Alright, well, until the next tutorial, take care now. Bye-bye.